is a good start. Good morning. I think I'm going to have to put my sunglasses on, which feels a bit weird. I won't do that. Welcome to our, this is our annual Planting the Seeds for New Beginnings healing event. This is for my $15 patrons. Thank you so much for your support and for being here and included on our list today. So I'm sitting in the backyard. As you can tell, I've got some bales of hay beside me or behind me. We've got some piles of sand and gravel from concreting. And down here, I've got the cat here too, moping around behind us. Here is where we're going to be planting you along the fence. And I've been preparing this soil for probably 3 months for this event. So it's got a few bits of grass in it, but it's interesting, different ground here. This is the first time that I've done this event here in our new home. So the last few years, it's been at our old house, which was very sandy soil. And now we're in very rich clay soil. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the potatoes grow here. So I've got I'll have to wear gloves because I'm actually allergic to raw potatoes. I don't know if you can see the cat yet, but she's just here. There. She likes sitting on that post. Hi Nadine, welcome. So I've got to put gloves on because raw potatoes and me don't get on that well. But in here I've got all your names and I've toothpicked you to a potato seed. So we've got pink eye potatoes in here. Tasmania is very good for growing potatoes. Okay, so this is interesting. We've got a double potato and the top person's name's come off. So we'll have to find you, whoever you are. It's probably you, Rebecca, because I see your paper's sitting here on its own. So we're going to have some interesting things happening. So I'm going to be popping you down on the soil here and then covering you of straw. So I'm not digging you down, not digging potatoes down this time. We're going to be just sitting you on the surface and then covering you with a thick layer of straw so that you can grow up through the straw. And the idea is, yeah, actually, Tila, yours was funny because yours was, when I was pinning your name to a potato, yours was the only one that your name just leapt off and then the toothpick broke. So I thought was very interesting. So if anybody connecting, if you come away from your potato or you're one of the stray ones at the bottom that's come off your potato seed, it's just going to be interesting to see, how resistant, how open, how willing are you to step into some new beginnings for yourself, because that's really what this is about. So we want to really use this time as best as we can to consider where in our life we need to plant some new seeds now. So it could be to do with us or with you personally, your personality, your attitude, maybe some issues that you've been carrying that have been holding you back that you're really ready to let go of. And you can imagine the seed symbolizing the change, the planting in a new idea, a new attitude, a new hope, a new dream, a new way. Welcome. It's lovely to see you all. So my plan is I'm going to do some smudging first with some sage. Then I'm going to pull a healing energy card and then I'm going to start planting you here behind me. And I'll let you know your names as I go. And I've pinched Corey's Phoenix drum. So we're going to do some drumming too afterwards, after I lay down the straw over you, water you down, and I'm going to drum with the Phoenix over this bed. So it's very, very fertile. I've been turning manure, like sheep manure mainly, into this for, like I say, about 3 months. I've never seen a ground so full of worms. Like literally we have the biggest worms and the most densest amount of worms here. So the ground is very, very fertile. So it should be great. All right, let's do some smudging. So as we prepare to smudge, let's use this as a time to clear away what's holding us back from new beginnings. So what's holding you back? Usually we're in our own way. So be willing also to get out of your own way and allow yourself to change. Allow new things to come into your life. Let's take some nice big breaths. Okay. Okay, so take some nice big breaths as we ask this sacred smoke to wash over our bodies and carry away with it all negative energies, entities, cords, hooks, attacks, and attachments. Let's allow ourselves to be willing to let go of the old, let go of the expired, let go of what's not working for us in our life, let go of our need to be right, let go of our fear, our doubt, our insecurities. And also I'm going to just jump up. So I'm going to be out of view, at least my head. And let's just run some sage over the ground. I'm just carrying my microphone with me. Okay. So cleansing the ground now. Okay. Oh, I need to let some more microphone out. Hopefully you can see. Oh, hello. Okay, so cleansing with sacred smoke this fertile ground all the way down here. And creating a nice clear bed, fertile bed to plant some new seeds. I'm going to put out, oops, excuse me, I've got gumboots on, I haven't got my lipstick on, you know, this is me, this is country me, this is farm girl me. I tell you what, the gumboots are so good here because it's very muddy. Okay, just letting that go out now. And so it is. Let's grab a healing energy card as we prepare to plant the seeds. So what do we need to know as we do this? Just take some nice big breaths. It's going to be up to you to go as deeply with this as you want to. So if you are on the healing list, then certainly listen out for your name. Hi, Joe. But also as you're waiting, or if your name's already done, or if you're not on the list today, you can also use every single time that a seed is planted, which is 42 people we have on the healing list today. Every time a seed is planted, you can also use that as an opportunity to go deeper with the planting of your own seeds. You may even want to have your journal handy and write down with some clarity in words. What do the new beginnings, what do these seeds represent for you at this time? And then over the coming months, we're going to watch the seeds grow and end up bearing fruit or bearing food for us also to eat here. So it will be an ongoing thing that I will photograph as we go. Okay, so the best healing energy card we need as we prepare to lay these seeds down on fertile ground is this here, card 23, the bridge between, it used to be called the bridge between the heart and throat. See, I'm going to have to get used to the different titles now. It's the communication bridge, card 23, and it says action. Down here it says to speak honestly from your heart, bridge the gap, say what you feel, an opportunity to clear the air, communicate and express your inner feelings. But you know what this feels like? This feels like the ground here behind me, the fertile ground that is waiting like a blank canvas for us to plant our personal seeds here. So this is you. This is you and your seed. Holding space, taking the space in the earth, on the blank canvas, in the ground that it needs in the earth, and growing like a feather, but growing like a plant here, growing up to what? These are the new beginnings, growing into the new beginnings and what this represents for you. The new, the true. Maybe you want some more peace or strength or happiness, or to give yourself a new sense of feeling of purpose. So what does this represent, this buzzy energy that you're growing up into? This is what feels like we're doing and we're planting today, ready for this. So what is the bridge? What's the gap? And that's the thing with bridges to me. Bridges feel like they bridge or join two things together, or join over some type of gap. So is there some type of gap that you're feeling in your life or within yourself? And what can you do with this event today to help bring some new thoughts or some new things in? So I'm going to use my food gloves because they're a bit easier to deal with. I see the cat's just like sitting amongst my mint here, my mint pot. Haven't seen her do that before. Okay, let's do this. So let's just make sure that we're in a reasonable spot. How far can you see? You can see to here. Okay, so let's just move you back a wee bit and down. Okay, cool. I think that we might have here, that's where I got my pumpkin seeds. So I'll be planting here and along, here and along. So I think you should be able to see me quite clearly. So let's do this. When I say your name, really take this deeply. So how deep can you go with this event today? It's up to you. Okay, so let's just start from the top, and I'm just going to work my way. We'll just kind of zigzag or go back to front here and then along. So nice big breath. We'll start with you, Susan Macmillan. You can go over here. Nice big breath. Kanti Devi, Wedad, and Nicole E. Let's put you there, Nicole. Rebecca Ross, you stayed on your seed. There you go. And Andreas Kazantzidis, there is your been put on fertile ground. Yvonne Kruzich and Robin Hippler. Nice big breaths, guys. This is an opportunity, I feel. Here next we have Christopher Regan and Avril Daly. Suzie, you've come off your seed, so we'll pop you back on. So let's remember to find courage to improve ourselves in our life. Suzie Nicholls, you're down. Rayna Ortiz. These look really pretty with your names there. I wonder how long your names survive in regards to when I pull these up, dig these up in the future. Okay, someone's come off. Okay, I think I see who it is. It's Sandi Greenham. So Sandi, just take some big deep breaths. And everyone find the courage to bring the new in. Priscilla Kimboko, Matthew Keith. Oh, there's a nice pile of manure there for you, Matthew. For you to really get that seed going. Chelsea Keith, you're here next to Matthew. We've got Bridget Mehrtens down here. Hope you can still see me. I see the cat's entertaining you. Got Pamela Florea Janice Chalmers. You got a nice big potato here. I'll pull out that weed. Janice Chalmers. And we've got Jayne B. Emily Fussell. And Gayle McCoy. We've got Joanna Levine and Jane Larson. Marguerite, oops, losing my balance. Marguerite Pepper Brady. So I might move you away from the fence a bit. And Nicole Wiggins. We've got Susan Sonsteng and Bathsheba Dixon. Kimberly Veness and Viktoria I Daniels. Teela Smith. You stayed on there, Teela. We got ya. Jane Corlett. Kathleen Glen. Andrea Stuart. Angie Griswold. Oh, can almost not reach there. And Angela Fraser. And we've got, who's this? Two joined together. We've got Magenta Boralis, and Tash Gerlach. And there's just a few more in here. We've got Michelle Birch. Just going to find some extra spots here. Michelle, you can go there in the middle. And Alison, in you go. We've got Joanne Monroe here. And two more, Carol White. And lucky last but not least is Sylvia Barley. There you go, Sylvia. So I might put you there. Changed my mind. Okay, you all look so pretty. Okay, I'm going to just take this camera off, the phone off, and turn you around. Here. And turn you around. Here. Okay, let's turn you around. So here you are. Susan Macmillan, Kanti, Sylvia, Nicole, Andreas. Oops, I'm tripping over my microphone cord now. Let's collect that up. Andreas, we've got Rebecca Ross, Yvonne Kruzich, Robin Hippler, Avril Daly, Christopher Regan, Suzie Nicholls, Carol White and Rayna. We've got Priscilla and Sandi, Matthew and Joanne and Chelsea, Pamela and Bridget and Janice, Alison, Jayne B, we've got lots of Janes, Gayle McCoy, Michelle Birch, Emily Fussell, Joanna Levine, Jane Larson, Nicole Wiggins, Marguerite Pepper Brady, Susan Sonsteng, Tash Gerlach, Bathsheba Dixon. You're ready to go under, I see, Bathsheba. Viktoria I Daniels, underground, I mean. The seed's ready to be planted. Kimberly Veness, Tila Smith, Jane Corlett, Andrea Stuart, Angela Fraser, Magenta Boralis, Kathleen Glen, and lucky last down here is Angie Griswold. So let's come back to our spot. I'm going to throw some water on you and we'll start the process. Let me turn the camera around. Hello everyone. And I'll just hook you up here. I'll take my gloves off. Okay. Is that, yes, I think we've got, you're all in shot. Okay, let's throw some water on here and then I'll put the straw down. So it's all right to put seeds down, but we now need to create the conditions. The ground is fertile, so let's water you and prepare you for growing. Just lightly, the ground's very wet here. So I'll be tending to you regularly out here and eating you eventually. Okay, let's get some straw down. So I need my gloves again. Okay. This is pea straw, so I've got pea growing out of my pea straw. I love living in the country. Okay, this is nice and juicy. All right, let's cover you. Whoops, I think I knocked you off the stand. Sorry guys, you still there? Still there? Okay, something weird's happening. Let me just wipe all the water off you. Okay, whoa, we're very zoomed in. All right, let's move you in a little closer because my microphone cord can't quite go the distance. Let's make sure you're nice and secure in here. Okay. Hopefully that'll be better. I'll just be carefuler. Okay, so now we are covering these seeds. Covering with a nice layer of straw. This is how I grew my potatoes last year and it was so good. Tila, I see that we're going over you now. And everyone that was down this end, oh, got some mushrooms too. Victoria and Tash, going over you. And Susan and Marguerite. Bathsheba and Nicole Wiggins. That's you, Marguerite. Someone else here. Who was that? Joanna, Emily, Michelle Birch. Under you go. Jane Larson. And Gayle McCoy. Oops. Okay, let's open this other bale. Got Janice, Alison, Bridget, Jayne B, Pamela Florea, Matthew, Joanne and Chelsea and Priscilla. I'll put a bit more over here. Got Sandi, and Suzie, Carol, and Rayna, Christopher, Yvonne, Avril and Robin, and hopefully you're still there. Got Rebecca over the back here, Andreas, and I just need to open my third bale that I brought over just in case. We'll just need a little bit of this one. And then we'll do some drumming. This feels good. Feels like long awaited actually. Even though we do this every September, there's a feeling in general with the group that this has been long awaited. Kanti Devi, Susan Macmillan, Nicole E and Sylvia. And I'll put some more over my pumpkin, which hasn't come up yet. Okay, I think you've moved. Okay, guys. Just think I'll water first, and then I'll do some drumming. We might have some peas grow up as well. Looking at all those pea sprouts. Okay, let's get ready to drum. So take a nice big breath and allow the drum to support you in whatever way you need right now. So whether it's strength, whether you really want to put more kind of fertilizer in, more life into the seed that's just been planted for you, or if there's something maybe more important that you need right now. I'm going to drum up and down this garden bed. Just take some nice big breaths. And feel the love and nurturing coming in from the drum and into your heart and into the areas of your life where you're ready to start afresh, to start again perhaps, or to let things improve and grow and become something more that you're ready for. Activating the sun, representing strength and power, clarity, assertiveness, determination, focus, representing life, and inviting the sun to activate these seeds we've planted. Excuse me. Okay, so take a nice big breath. And even though nothing much is showing up yet in our garden bed, we can trust that the conditions have been set, and with ongoing conditions of fertile soil and water and sun, that these seeds will grow and sprout in our life, in your life, within your heart, within your relationships, and within your experience. Okay, let's move you back a bit. I'm going to bring out the stool to sit on, and I'll pull another card here. So how are you feeling? And what do the new beginnings and these seeds represent for you? We have an abundance of ladybugs here. This is really cool. Hi everyone, if you just joined in, welcome. So we just finished planting the seeds for new beginnings. I pulled this card before, which was interesting, I thought. So we've now planted the seeds in the ground here, your seed, and this can now act as a bridge or a conduit of growth, or a conduit of connection here, a bridge that takes you to where you want to be going, in the areas of your life and yourself that perhaps need improving or changing based on what you determine. So I'm going to pop that card back in, and we're going to get ready to pull a card now to go to finish and see what this wants to add here. So take a nice big breath, and we ask the cards to show us, the majority of us, what we need to know for what's next. How can we continue to nurture these seeds now and what they represent in our life, in our heart, in our mind, in our relationships? So the best card for what's next is this here. It's this, truth. Okay, so be super honest with ourselves. It's card 49, truth. It's in the action category here, and it says the sword of truth cuts through the illusion and negativity. Protection, strength, courage, personal power. Confront your issues, see the truth, and freedom. And I feel like confront your issues might be really important for us to really consider in these coming days before these start growing. You know, we want to make sure that we're planting the right seeds that are going to make a positive difference or bring something positive into our life. We don't want to be feeding the lies or feeding our insecurities or feeding our issues and fear. So let's make sure we're as untainted as possible, or as clear and sitting as clearly in our truth and our honesty as possible as well, and allowing ourselves to see the truth of who we are, the truth in our life, the truth of our relationships. And there's strength here that's growing. So there's strength that can be found in the truth. And as confronting as the truth can be, especially if we've been living a lie, there is a force about it that does, like I've seen the evidence of this several times in my life with big changes that I've made, is when I've followed my truth and what feels right for me at the time. It's almost like that energy can cut through mountains and cut through previous barriers in life when we follow our heart and we follow our truth and what feels to be truth at the time, because it also changes as we change and grow. So truth, hold your sword of truth. Don't let it cut these new growths. Don't let your sword cut down the things that could potentially be good, and don't sabotage the good things that you could potentially enjoy in your life either. So take note of everything as best as you can that's going on for you, and maybe think about cutting out the weeds and not cutting out the things that are going to grow into something beautiful. So it's up to us to figure out and discern for ourselves what might be a weed and what might not be. And sometimes we make good judgment and sometimes we don't, but we can own that responsibility and cut things out later if they've proven to be a weed when we thought they weren't, and vice versa. Sometimes the weeds can become something beautiful. So if we're not sure, let's leave it there. I know it's very kind of abstract what I'm talking about, but it just feels strong now. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to watering you through the coming months. The pink eye potatoes are good because they can withstand a few frosts as they're growing. And because I live in the country and it's colder here, I'm thinking that we're going to get a few more frosts yet. So these should be more enduring over this period as we're moving out of winter and into summer. We have quite short summer really here. So these should start growing, I don't know, in the next few weeks, maybe to the next month or so. We might start seeing some peeking up through. So I will keep you informed. Keep an eye out on my Temple of Balance Facebook group. I will share some photos on there from time to time as these are growing. And certainly if I find your name as I'm digging up potatoes, I will snap some photos of it and put that up as well. So thank you so much. I'll be back again next month for our... Thank you so much. I'll be back again next month for our healing event, our healing list event for some of my patrons. So that'll be at the end of October. I don't know what we'll do yet. But yeah, I look forward to connecting with you then if you want to be a part of it. Thank you so much. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.